Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, Ball State. It's Friday, January 19th, and these are your morning announcements.
Good morning, Bulls. The weather for today is going to be cloudy with a low of 26 and a high of 48. And over the weekend, you can expect it to be sunny with lows in the 20s and highs in the 40s.
All right, so for our lunch today, we have for entrees we have pepperoni cheese pizza, a chicken parmesan sub, a banana, and then for fruits and vegetables, we got green beans, fresh veggie cups, and assorted craisins.
Good morning, Bulls. Here's your sports update. Wrestling will be competing at the Lake Norman tourney tomorrow. And basketball, come out and support your men's and women's basketball teams tonight as we travel over to Cox Mill for a huge conference matchup. JV begins at 3:30 with varsity to follow at 6. And congratulations to the Raging Bull swim teams. They have had a very busy week. On Wednesday, they competed in the county championships, and last night in the conference championship. The women's team finished third in the county and fourth in the conference, and the men's team finished first in the county and first place in the conference for the second year in a row. There were 32 personal bests at the conference meet, and more school records were broken. Congratulations to senior Alex Garman on the 100 free and senior Tyler Leege 100 breast, and to the boys medley relay and 400 free relay of Parker Murphy, Andrew Schmidt, Tyler Leege, and Alex Garman.
Good morning, Bulls. It's Maddie. Today we would like to celebrate your first semester success. If you've passed all your classes, had few unexcused absences, and didn't receive any out of school or in school suspensions, stop by the tables during lunch to see if you qualify for a treat.
Attention Hospitality and Tourism Academy members. If you are still interested in going on the senior field trip, today is the last day to let Mr. Harrington know. So once again, please see Student Square for details and updates.
All right, so for Girls Who Code, your first meeting is on January 22nd from 2:20 to 3 o'clock in Miss Bazemore's room.
Rocket Club will meet on Monday, January 22nd, right after school at 2:25 in room 707.
The Euro Challenge will meet Monday, January 22nd in Mr. Swindler's room.
Science Olympiad Group B will be having a meeting today, January 19th, or like Friday, in room 407. If you can't attend, let Miss Lackey know.
Are you interested in computer and technology? Sign up for computer classes today.
Once again, the financial aid night will be Thursday, January 25th from 6:30 to 8 at J.M. Robinson High School.
All right, and 2024-2025 registration updates. So the following courses will appear differently in Power School registration than the ones on the course options document. So the ones that are on here are like Foundations of Agriculture, Agri-Science Application, Visual Arts Accomplished, Visual Arts Proficient, and many more.
And now a word from our sports marketing class.
Good morning, sports fans. My name is Caden Finney, and I'll be covering the national sports news today. First, we'll be talking about NFL football. I'll be doing the AFC side. Over the weekend, the Buffalo Bills defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers to a final score of 31-17. Josh Allen threw for 203 yards and 3 touchdowns, and also rushed for 74 yards and 1 touchdown. Another player who helped the Bills get the win was Terrell Bernard, who had a really big fumble recovery to set up the Bills to score. On to my next game, the Houston Texans defeated the Cleveland Browns with a final score of 45-17. C.J. Stroud had 274 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he's only a rookie. Another player who helped the Texans get the win was Nico Collins, who had 96 yards receiving and 1 touchdown. And for the final game, the AFC was the Chiefs defeating the Dolphins by a score of 26-7. Patrick Mahomes threw for 262 yards and 1 touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco had 89 yards rushing and 1 touchdown, with another player helping them get the win was Rashee Rice, who had 130 yards receiving and 1 touchdown. Now here's Matthew.
Good morning, sports fans. I'll be covering the NFC side of the playoffs. After the wild card games this weekend, there have been several upsets. Let's start with the biggest one. of the weekend, Cowboys at home versus the Green Bay Packers. Everyone thought this would be a blowout game for the Cowboys, but they could just not stop the Green Bay Packers. With Dak throwing 2 interceptions and Jordan Love not throwing one was a big difference in this game. Also, Green Bay's run game was on fire this game, with Aaron Jordan scoring 3 touchdowns and having 118 yards, while Tony Pollard had 1 touchdown for 56 yards. The final score was 48-32. The next game we'll be covering is Rams at Lions, the return of Matthew Stafford. It was a very good game, close all night, but because of Puka Nacua, he had 9 receptions for 181 yards and a touchdown. But the duo of Gibbs and Montgomery was just so much for the Rams. Gibbs and Montgomery had a touchdown each. The Rams ended up losing 24-23, giving Detroit their first playoff win since 1992. Our final game of the weekend is Eagles at the Buccaneers, and this game was just like the first one, a blowout. The Eagles had 9 points to finish the games, and the Bucs had 32 points. Baker Mayfield had a pretty solid game with 337 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, while Jalen Hurts had 250 passing yards and only 1 touchdown. After this game, one of the best centers in the league retired, Jason Kelce. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. Go Bulls.
And that's all for today's announcements. Have a great rest of your day, and of course, go Bulls!